All right, beautiful people, welcome back to another amazing and impactful episode of the True Health Forever podcast, where we try to live our best life through the lens of holistic health. I'm your host, Devon Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game, and as usual, I have with me the smiling, the curly,
Yeah.
the dorky, best believe she's dorky, the birthday queen herself.
What up, what up?
Talk to the people. Talk to the people.
Hello, party people. My name is Sinclair, aka
The
the
health nerd.
And yes, I am 27 years young.
Yes, you are, queen. Holding it down.
Holding it down. Feel old.
Do you?
Yeah. I heard somebody the other day talking about being born in the 2000s.
Oh,
It just
yeah.
really.
We heard it. We were watching something.
Is that where it came from? I was just like, gosh.
Like, dang, you
in
were born?
Right. That's so crazy. But yeah, excited to make it another rotation around the earth. What's it called? Revolution? You know what I'm trying to
You
say.
are getting old. Look at you.
Look. Yes, happy to be here. Yeah.
Sounds
Had a chill birthday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you was relaxing, chillaxing.
Relaxing. I literally did nothing except sit on the couch. It was wonderful.
So we're gonna get into the week, which y'all can already kind of attest. Like she's had a pretty chill week, kind of. No, it was like 2 days of chillness. You know what? How about you tell the people, right? How was your week, Queen?
Yeah, so it was like half chill, half not chill. Had a presentation at work, which is a little bit stressful. Um, yeah, just because it's new to my role. By the time this comes out, I don't need to worry about it. New to a role and having to like present out on it and already was a little stressful. So I think up until Wednesday it was kind of stressful, and then after Wednesday it got much more chill after that. So it was a good balance of like building up the need for the relaxation and then getting the relaxation that was much needed.
Facts.
How about you?
For me, it was a very busy week. Yeah, I had two Black Wall Street presentations. Shout out to Chafee College, always holding it down. That was a dope one. And then also Evergreen College as well. Shout out to y'all too, both Emoji programs. Yeah, those were really good presentations. There's one business idea that is in my head still that was a great business idea, and I really hope you follow through and you go through with it. In these workshops, we go through the history of Tulsa's Black Wall Street, obviously, which was interesting because Evergreen College, there was like 3 to 4 people whose families were from Tulsa, and they were able to also, right, it was very crazy, but they were able to also like tell a little bit of the history, but also say like, oh, we didn't learn that in schools. We need to make sure we're teaching that more. And it was just a different level of affirmation and cosign from someone whose family literally lived this to be able to teach them. So that was a dope experience. But in both workshops, we always go through like the 7 steps to starting your business. How do you know it's a good idea? Make sure you're solving a problem. And there's one business idea again that's coming to the front of my consciousness, and I really hope that they end up doing it. This scholar was from Evergreen College, so make sure when you have your good ideas, you actually follow through with your good ideas.
Otherwise, it'll just float back into the universe until it pops into someone else's head,
right,
who may act on it, and you're gonna be mad.
Right. So follow through. Second, we're always working and planting seeds for future partnerships. And a seed was definitely planted back in December. It's being watered. It's being tended to. Again, I don't plant stuff, so I don't
it becomes
know.
Increasingly obvious every time this
Right.
metaphor comes out.
I don't know. I assume you need water, sunshine. Some good nutrients and nitrogen and all that stuff. Long story short, it's starting to sprout a little bit, and it's even budding different seeds and opportunities. And now we're going to take those seeds and do some type of also process with that to plant. So long story short, opportunities are coming, and we hope that opportunities are also coming your way in 2021, but you make sure you do the needed steps, and maybe we should Google these steps so we can actually make this a good metaphor. But make sure, like, when these opportunities are presenting themselves, that you don't think you can just take a seed and the seed will just grow in your hands. Like, no, there are certain things that you need to do to make sure this opportunity grows into the tree, into the fruit tree that it needs to be. So please do that. All right.
To your point.
Go
to
ahead,
your
Queen.
point, going off of this metaphor, though,
Okay, hit it.
The nutrients you were talking about like, giving it nutrients. Nutrients are in the soil. Deep. The soil you have before you even plant the seed. So make sure you're attending to your soil so that when you have the seed and you drop it in and then you're watering it and giving it sunshine, it can actually soak up all the nutrients that it needs. So do the pre-work you need, right? Make sure you're meeting the right people. Make sure you're doing the research you need, whatever you need to do before you actually get that opportunity. Make sure you're ready for it. Make sure you got your nutrient-dense soil ready for the seed when it comes.
All that, Queen. Yes. Boom. We plant stuff here. All right. So today's episode, we want to talk a little bit about love. All right. Valentine's Day is around the corner. I know folks may be stressed out, like, oh, what do I do Valentine's Day? It's quarantine. There's nothing I can do. Oh no, my romance is over. False. We got you. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about maybe like past Valentine's Days that we've experienced, but also just ideas for Valentine's Day even this year. Not that we're going to do all of these ideas, but Valentine's Day ideas that we have for this year. Queen, are you ready for a podcast episode?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, let's get into the episode. First, I want to start off with, do you have any memorable Valentine's Days? Either things that like you've done and you're just like, ooh, I really, my love was all up in there on that Valentine's Day, or the reverse. It's like, oh, that was a cute Valentine's Day.
I have two things that are coming to mind, and both of them are things that you did. So the first thing that is coming to mind is you went all out and decorated my car one year when we were at Davis. And I feel like that was a year that we had said we weren't going to do anything. So I truly didn't do anything. And that's why I felt so bad that you went all out and didn't. I just remember like leaving class or leaving practice, wherever I was going, and walking to the parking structure and getting in my car and being like, what in the world? Because like I didn't even know like how you planned it. Like, how did you get my keys? How did you get into the car? I was just like, I don't know how this man made this possible, but it was really nice, like at the end of a stressful, college day, to go and be like, oh, you have like teddy bears and balloons and stuff all in the car. So that was really sweet. And then I don't remember, this is actually something else that's coming in mind. The rose petals outside of my dorm. Was that Valentine's Day?
That was Valentine's Day.
Okay, then that gets that takes number 2. Yeah, that was really, really, really sweet. So this was the first year we met. We were in the dorms, freshman year, and he put rose petals in the shape of heart outside of my dorm room. And then you also put, was it reasons? I still have it in my closet. Like all the reasons that I don't know if it was loved at the time.
Yeah, I think it was love.
Yeah. Oh, all the reasons that you loved me, and taped it to the floor. And I just thought I was just like, one, who thinks of doing that? Because you don't want it to blow away. So he taped it to the floor. But I just thought that was really sweet it was a great start to the relationship, because it was very memorable, clearly. But yeah, the fact that I still have it, like I still like going back and reading through that. So that was another memorable one.
Nice. And the car one was on the more expensive side, at least in a college sense, expensive. I mean, today I was like, yeah, that's cool. But the flower petal one, very affordable, right? So if you're out there and you're just like, man, I only have $10, I only have $20. Okay, figure out, buy some roses, or good college hack that I did, and we're married now, so I mean, I can tell you some of these secrets. A lot of colleges have rose bushes, free. It just takes, the time to go out, collect all the petals, and then
you're like,
And then get your notepads, your sticky pads, write your reasons, tape, whatever it costs at Rite Aid, boom, tape it down, and then it makes it like it can, I don't know what's the right word, but it lasts longer because rose petals obviously die pretty soon. But you tape it down now, and now it's a nice little collectible. So it's good little note, very cheap, less than $10. But the thought and the words of affirmation, because that's your love language. Ooh, we'll get into that in the next topic. For me, I would say I have two, one that you did and then one that I did. The one that you did, and I think I still have, remember that card? That big old, so big old, like I love you card. It's literally like, huge, like literally like 2 by 3 feet. But it's like a nice long letter. I think that day you also cooked for me. I think that was also a day where I don't think I did anything for you on that day. And I don't know if it was because we said we're not going to do anything or if it was other reasons. But I remember being legitimately surprised. I was like, oh, I got a card? Oh, you got me a bear? Oh, you're cooking for me? Okay. Let's get it. For the win. So that one's definitely high up there in mine. The other one that I did for you, very similar to what we did freshman year. But this was PH. And I think...
Oh, that was good.
I don't know if we said we weren't going to do anything either, but I definitely surprised you because we weren't living together at the time.
Oh wait, no, that has to be because I cried. I was so happy.
You did cry. So do you want to tell this story or are you good?
No, you tell it.
Okay. So I was living in Moreno Valley, Inland Empire. She was living in Port Hueneme, Ventura area. So like a solid 2 hours, 3 hours apart. Valentine's Day, she was working a night shift where you didn't get off until like 10 or something.
I think, yeah.
All right, so I I get off at 5. I from my job in the Inland Empire, get to her spot, and I put like notes in the garage leading up to the spot.
Yep.
Right, and I forgot what these notes said specifically. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
See, it's the thought that counted.
Right.
I put notes.
I just remember the feeling that I got.
Starting from the garage, notes all the way up the stairs to the apartment. On the floor before the apartment had like reasons why I loved you, very similar to freshman year. But then when you entered, there was also music playing, candles lit in the shape of a heart, and even more stuff. And then, did I cook dinner that night?
Yes.
And then I believe I also cooked something. All right. Again, very not crazy expensive. Like when I think of this versus the dinner in Vegas in 2012, like the dinner in Vegas was way more money, but I feel like these were more acts of service and it took a little bit more thought and planning into it. And that's, I think, the kind of theme that I want to give folks listening to this is you may not have the opportunity to go out to restaurants and have like the big bougie experience, but now it's like, okay, how can I sit back and really create an experience? What are the small things that I can do? What are small notes that I can write to still portray my love this year?